Students, I hope you all are doing great. Today our topic is Roman numerals. We use Hindi Arabic numerals, which we use the numbers which we use every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers are Hindu Arabic numbers. But Romans, they use Roman numerals. And in this video, I will teach you how to write Hindu Arabic numerals into Roman numbers. Okay, now in this video, I will teach you how to write Roman numbers correctly. Watch this video till the end, and I'm sure after watching this video, you all will be able to write Roman numerals correctly. Now let's start. Romans, they use symbol for Hindi Arabic number. For 1 they use I, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500 and M for 1000. So these are the symbols which Romans use to write the Hindi Arabic numbers. Okay, I'll repeat once again. I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500 and M for 1000. So, these are the questions here, and I'm not going to solve these questions now. After learning all the rules of the Roman numerals, we'll come back to this question and we will solve this question then. Okay, students? Now, let's learn the rules of writing the Roman numerals. And our first rule is, if a symbol is repeated, its value is added as many times as it occurs. It means if the symbol is repeating, then we have to add the values. So here I, and I is for 1. So 1, how many times? 2 times. So 1 plus 1 gives you 2. Now next example, X. So X is repeating here. That means we need to add the value of the X. So X, its value is 10. Now 10 plus 10 plus 10 gives you 30. So X means 30. Now again we have next symbol, that is C, which is repeating 2 times. So here C is for 100. So I will replace C with 100, and here we have 2C. That is why I will write 100 plus 100 gives you 200. Now the last example, which is M, and M is for 1000. So I need to write 1000 in place of M, but we have 3M here. So I will write 1000 3 times. 1000 plus 1000 plus 1000 gives you 3000. So this is the first rule. I hope you all have understood the first rule. Now let's talk about the second rule, and our second rule is a symbol is not repeated more than 3 times. Okay, if you have a symbol, you cannot repeat that symbol more than 3 times. See, I, it is repeating 3 times. So this is correct, and I is 3. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Now next is C. C is for 100. So this is 100 plus 100 plus 100 gives you 300. This is repeating 3 times, which is correct. Now the next example is M. M is for 1000. So 1000 plus 1000 plus 1000 gives you 3000. So this is correct. Here the symbol is repeating 3 times. But if I take this type of examples, for 4 I have I. How many times? 4 times. And this is against the rule. So this is wrong. We cannot write 4 like this. For 4, we have to check the next symbol. I cannot write I for 4 and your next symbol is V. So how can I write 4 in terms of V? Now V is 5. So from 5, if you subtract 1, you will get 4, right? That is why I am writing IV. Now next is 400. So 400. We know the value of 100 in Roman number is C. Symbol is C. So for 400, if I write C, 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 C 4 times, this will be wrong. Why this will be wrong? It's because this is against the rule number 2. So this is wrong. For 400, I have to check the symbol. See, I cannot use C for 400. Now the next symbol is D. So I can use 500. Now we know that 500 minus 100 gives you 400. So 500 is for D and minus 100 is for C. That is why in Roman numeral 400 is written as CD. Okay, I hope you have understood the second rule as well. Now let's learn the third rule. Now the third rule is very easy one. Symbols V, L and D are never repeated. That means we cannot repeat V, L and D. So V is 5, L is 50 and D is 500. We cannot repeat these symbols. V can be written one time, L also and D also. This symbol can be written only once. They cannot be repeated. Okay, let's check. 10. For 10, Romans use X, right? They use X for 10. So which is correct out here. But if I write 10 as VV, V is for 5. So this will be 5 plus 5, right? But I cannot write this. Why? Because according to third rule, V cannot be repeated. That is why this will be wrong. Now next we have 100. Now for 100 we have symbol C. So for 100 if I write symbol C only, this will be correct. But for 100 if I write LL, because the value of L is 50, so 50 plus 50 gives you 100. But this cannot be written. LL cannot be written for 100. This will be wrong. Why? Because according to rule number 3, V, L and D are never repeated. They cannot be repeated. So this will be wrong. Okay, till now I hope you all have understood these 3 rules. Now we have some more rules. Now let's talk about the next rule, that is fourth rule. According to fourth rule, if a symbol of smaller value is written to the left of a symbol of greater value, its value is subtracted from the greater number. It means 4, we all know how do we write 4, I and V. 4 is written as I, V. Now see, according to this rule, I is 1 and V is 5. So whenever you have smaller symbol to the left of the greater symbol, here 5 is greater and 1 is smaller, so smaller symbol is to the left of the greater symbol, right? So in such cases we have to subtract the smaller number from the greater number. That is why 5 minus 1 gives you 4. So the symbol for 4 becomes IV. Is it clear? Okay, now the next one, 9. We all know how do we write 9, I and then X. See, I, the value of I is 1 and X is, the value of I is 1 and X is 10. And here also the same thing. Smaller value I, which is 1, is to the left of the greater value, which is X. Means here also we have to subtract. Okay, subtract 1 from 10. So 1 from 10 means 10 minus 1 gives you 9. That is why we write 9 as IX. I hope you all have understood rule number 4 as well. Now the next rule, that is rule number 5. So in rule number 5 we have, If a symbol of smaller value is written to the right of a symbol of greater value, its value gets added to the greater value. It means this is just opposite to rule number 4. 12. 12 is written as 10, 1, 2. So this is 12. So x is for 10 and I is for 2. So now see, in this case, smaller value is not in the left hand side. Instead of that, smaller value is to the right of the greater value. So in such cases, we need to add. So 10 plus 2 gives you 12. In rule number 4, smaller values were to the left of the greater value, but in rule number 5, smaller values are to the right of the greater value. That is why we are adding here. So 32, 30, x 30, and for 2 we write I, and for x is 30 and I is 2, and here the smaller value, that is I is to the right of the greater value. So we need to add these two numbers. So 30 plus 2 gives you 32. Okay, now the next rule, that is rule number 6. The symbol I can be subtracted from v and x only. Symbol I can be subtracted from v and x only. Now let's check here. I for 1 can be subtracted from 5 and 10 only. I can be subtracted from v and x only. Okay, if this is not clear, I will write it once again. This is x. Okay, x 2 times I. Okay, now the last rule, that is rule number 7. The symbol x can be subtracted from L, C and M only. Okay, so this is x. For 10, x can be subtracted from L, C and M, not from D. Okay, so this is your rule number 7. 40. So when we write 40, this is 50 minus 10. So 50 is L and 10 is x. 90 means 100 minus 10. 100 is C and 10 is x. 990 means 1000 minus 10. 1000 is M and 10 is your x. So xm. Because according to rule number 7, x can be subtracted from L, C and M. So with this, we have learned all 7 rules of Roman numerals. Now let's come back to this question. I hope you all can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in Roman numerals. Now let's write 11. 11 is written as xi. 12 is written as xii. 13 is written as xii. 14 is written as x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x9, and 20 is x 2 times, because there is no particular symbol for 20. Now next we have 21. 21 is written as xxi. 27, x is 20, and for 7 vii. 30, there is no particular symbol for 30, so we'll write xxx. 32, xxxii. 39, xxx and 9. For 40, we don't have such symbol, and we cannot write xxx 4 times for 40, which will be wrong. This will be against the rule. That is why we have to go to the next symbol. That is, after x, L comes. So L is 50. Now if you write 50 and if you subtract 10 from 50, you will get 40. So this is XL. 43, XLII. 46, XL 6. Okay, 50, L is there. 54, 54. 60, L X. Okay, 65, LX is 50 plus 10 is 60 plus 5 is 65. 70, LX